Hi, today we are going to talk about the outing. Now, if you called your ex and if you said what I told you to say, your ex should have accepted your invitation to the outing. Now, before we talk about this outing, we need to discuss something real quick. Remember when me and you were talking about breaking the pattern and making a new first impression? When you see your ex on this outing, when your ex sees you for the first time, you need to make sure you break the pattern. You need to make sure you make a new first impression. Like I said, your ex does not want to date the same person. They want to date somebody that's different. They want to date a different person. They want to date somebody that's better in every way possible. So when you show up at this date, you need to make sure that you are better in every way possible than before. So when your ex sees you, they won't even think about the old you. They'll be blown away. They'll be like, wow, they have changed. This is amazing. So if you go on this outing and you change yourself for the better in every way possible and you act better, you will have a big advantage when you see your ex for the first time on this outing. So make sure you are at the top of your game when you see your ex. Now, on this outing, there are some things that you must not do. While you're with your ex on this outing, don't be thinking about why you're not together and why you should be together. Don't act depressed. Don't try to make your ex jealous. Don't bring up the past relationship, the breakup. Don't talk about your feelings and your emotions. Don't do any of that stuff. Also, you should not whatsoever, no kissing and no sex. Now let's talk about this for a second. You must not start kissing your ex and start having sex with your ex before you get back together. I mean, think about it. If you start kissing and having sex with your ex before you get back together, what good reasons do you have to get back together? I mean, you're already giving away some of the most valuable things that you have for a relationship, kissing and sex. So why would you want to get back together? You need to make sure you save those things for the relationship. So no kissing and no sex. And the truth is, if you do that stuff before you get back together, it really doesn't mean anything. Because there's no value there. It's like it's no big deal. But if you save it for the relationship, then when you do kiss and when you do have sex, it is very meaningful. So I just wanted to bring that up real quick. On this outing, you need to make sure you keep it very short. 30 minutes to an hour tops. You need to keep it short for two main reasons. One, if you keep it short, it'll keep you and your ex from talking about things that are meaningless, such as the breakup, your feelings, and your emotions. And if you keep it short, your ex will want to hang out with you again. You see, if you keep this short, if you cut this outing at the climax, when it's going the best, your ex will be like, wow, it's over? Well, we need to do this again. So if you cut the outing off at the climax, if you're like, hey, well, you know what? Well, we're having a great time and everything, but I have to go because I have some really important things I need to take care of. Your ex is thinking, no way, I want to hang out some more. I'm going to have to ask him or her to hang out again. That's what they will be thinking. So you need to make sure you cut it off short. If the outing ends up being 3 or 4 hours long, like an all-nighter, you're going to talk about things that you don't need to be talking about. You're going to get really bored with each other. You might end up pissing each other off. So make sure you keep it short. You keep it short, 30 minutes to an hour, your ex will want to hang out with you again. Now, during this outing, if your ex brings up the past relationship, emotions, feelings, or the breakup, don't get into a big discussion with them about it. All you want to do is you just want to say, I know me and you may have some unresolved feelings. I know. But right now is not the time to talk about it. Me and you just need to focus on having a good time. Because right now we are having a good time. And I don't want to bring up the past right now. So maybe sometime in the future, me and you can talk about how we used to feel and how we do feel. Okay? That's it. That's all you say. When you say it like that, you sound sympathetic. And you sound like you really are trying to have a good time. Now, on this outing, make sure you do not talk about the breakup, the past, and all that stuff. At the end of the outing, how do you end this outing? You need to end it how you started it, basically. When you end the outing, you need to end it with a smile on your face. You need to end it being in a very good mood. Even if the outing went bad, you still have to act your best. Now, at the end of the outing, you do not want to ask your ex out again. Now, think about it. You've already tried to get in contact and see your ex like 3 times. First you wrote a letter, then you made a phone call, and then you set up the outing. That's 3 times you've tried to work this out with your ex. You need to give your ex a chance to reciprocate. Give them a chance to ask you out. It's their turn. Let them show their emotions. Let them show that they care. So at the end of the outing, just give them a hug and that's it. No kissing, no sex during the outing, no sex during the outing. Hopefully it doesn't happen. And at the end of the outing, just give a hug and something like that. Or maybe even a handshake. And don't ask them back out. Let them ask you. Now, if they don't ask you out at the end of the outing, that's okay. Maybe they'll call you later that night and let you know they had a great time and ask you out. Maybe they'll call you in a few days and ask you back out. You don't know. But you need to give them at least a week or 2 to contact you to ask you back out. Now, after 2 weeks, if they don't contact you back after the outing, call them. Call them up and say, hey, well, we had a good time. We should do this again. If they say yes, awesome. If they say no, well, then you might need to move on. But chances are, if the first outing went good, they'll want to go on another outing with you. Now, you have to go on at least 3 outings before you go on any dates. Any dates. At least 3 outings. You want to try to take this as slow as you can. If you rush this process, your ex may feel pressured in getting back with you, and they might back off completely. You don't want that to happen. Okay? So you take this as slow as you can. 3 outings, and then you go on dates. Now, if you're having a hard time with these outings, coming up with ideas, or if you're still unsure of what to say to your ex when you see your ex, I have a recommendation with you. I have a recommendation for you. There's this guy that goes by the name of Michael Webb. They call him the most romantic man alive. He's been on like NBC, ABC, Fox News. He's been in Men's Health. He's been in Cosmopolitan magazine. He's even been on Oprah's TV show. So you know this guy has some people know this guy. And I have read his book. It's called 300 Creative Dates. It's a very good book. I read his book when I was on my 2nd outing with my ex. I was running out of ideas, and I decided to read his book. And he had some very, very good ideas for outings and dates. And he also had some very good insight on what to do and say to your ex while you're on your outings and dates. Some very good things you could say to your ex to make them think differently about you and make them want to hold your hand and all kinds of stuff like that. A very, very good book. It even comes with some coupons that you can use on your date. So, I use those because I'm cheap. No, I'm kidding. But his book does come with some coupons you can use on your dates and stuff. So, check out Michael Webb's book. Click the link below this video. Check out his book, 300 Creative Dates. It's a very good book. I highly recommend it. It'll help you on your outings and your dates. In the meantime, make sure you contact me and let me know how your outings went. I want to know, and I'm sure I can help you out and give you some more advice on your outings and stuff. I'll talk to you soon. See you inside my free training course. Bye.